The following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
Wetumpka Indians play right here. Welcome to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network and the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty pregame show, sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health and Baptist Ortho Now, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care.
Well, good afternoon, or should I say good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. I'm Mitch Petrie here in the Central Alabama Community College, and it's almost time for Indians baseball. They'll be facing off against the Hornets of Beauregard, and Indians coming to this one on a hot streak, looking to make it 5 consecutive wins here after beating Prattville just a couple of days ago on Tuesday, 6-2. Indians looking to keep the start of the season going that has gone so well for them so far this season. And it's going to be an exciting matchup here. These two teams have not played yet so far this season, but they do share a couple of opponents. The Indians beat Benjamin Russell High School. They faced off against them in a game back on March 2nd. They won that one in run rule fashion, 10-5 in 5 innings. The Beauregard Hornets beat the Benjamin Russell Wildcats 11-1, but they also lost to them one time in an 8-3 loss, so a little bit split there. And then you look at both teams having played Tallahassee. Indians played Tallahassee twice. They won the first matchup 10-4 to open off the season, and then a couple of days later, on February 24th, they beat Tallahassee 10-6 that time. And you look, and Beauregard has not fared as well against the Tallahassee Tigers. They lost against them 5-2 back on March 9th, and Tallahassee comes into this one on a 2-game losing streak, going 2-3 over the course of their last 5 games, looking to get things started off on the right path as we quickly approach area play. Neither team has played a game in the area so far, and Indians' first one comes against Percy Julian all the way on April 7th, so still a couple weeks away from that one. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for our Keys to the Game, presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty, your starting lineups presented by First Community Bank, and, of course, the first pitch followed thereafter. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Injuries don't wait, and neither should you. At Baptist Ortho Now, you get fast, specialized care for sprains, strains, fractures, and sports injuries without the ER wait. Walk in and be seen by orthopedic specialists with on-site x-rays, casting, and treatment all in one place. No appointment needed, just real care right when you need it. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 8 for injuries that can't wait, but don't need the emergency room. Baptist Ortho Now. Walk in, get treated, get back.
Come to Collier.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. Whether it's the legendary Ford F-150 built to tackle any job, the bold and capable Ford Bronco built for the trails, or the versatile Bronco Sport perfect for every road trip, Collier Ford has the right ride for you. Proudly serving the River region since 1952. We're here to keep you on the road.
Come to Collier.
When your job depends on quality building materials, depend on Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply. From framing lumber and roofing to concrete, drywall, and fasteners, we've got the materials to build it right and build it strong. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, if you're building, you belong here with dependable products and local service you can trust. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your go-to source for building materials.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
.105.1 WRFS is WRFS-FM, Rockford, Alexander City, Lake Martin, Wetumpka, Prattville, Montgomery, home of the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. From Radio Alabama Sports, this is the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Wetumpka Baseball is presented by Collier Ford. Come on to Collier Ford. Proudly serving the River region for nearly 75 years. Online at collierfordinc.com. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River region real estate experts. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success. Baptist Health, the official healthcare provider of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Your health is our mission. Online at baptistfirst.org and the City of Wetumpka.
Well, welcome back here. Just a couple of moments away from first pitch. Coach Russ Brooks out in the batter's box here awaiting the head coach, Seth Nolan, of the Beauregard Hornets. Going to have a quick meeting, and things will get underway here momentarily. And key to the game here presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. I've said it a couple of times this season. You got to limit those errors. And you look back to that Prattville game on Tuesday night. They scored 2 runs, and one of them was an unearned run coming from an error, and made things a little bit scary there before the Indians followed the 2-run top of the 6th inning from the Prattville Lions with a 5-run inning of their own. But errors have kind of been something that have plagued this team all season long, and I'd like to see that cleaned up a little bit, especially as we approach area play and eventually the postseason, and hopefully the Indians will make it there. Your starting lineups here presented by First Community Bank. Leading off for the Beauregard Hornets, it's Carson Davis. He will be pitching tonight as well. Lane Wilson will be the shortstop, batting second, and in the 3-hole, it's Carter Lloyd. The cleanup hitter is wearing number 15, the center fielder, Isaiah Murphy, and Davis Fuller, the right fielder, going to follow him. In the 6-hole, it's Carter Roberts, Nick Lundy following him. Nicholas Lundy, that is. And Hayden Jackson going to follow him. And in the 9-hole, it's Dylan Daughtery. And rounding out the lineup there for the Beauregard Hornets. On the other side, taking the field here for the Indians tonight, it's going to be Asher Nobles, who is getting the start here tonight. Nobles been a great starter for this Indians team all season long, and we'll talk about his stats here after we get through this lineup. Logan Fawcett is going to be behind the dish catching for him tonight. At first base, it's Cohen Bell, Peyton Dickey at second, Connor Jacks at third, and Miller Lombardi over at shortstop. Henry Evers out there in left field, Bobo Browning in center field, and earning the night off, Kyle Richardson going to serve as a designated hitter. Aiden Peak taking a spot out there in right field. So Asher Nobles will be the man to start here. He's 3-0 across his 4 games pitched across this season. One of them was a no decision. In his 19 innings, he's allowed 16 hits, 11 runs, only 5 of them earned, though, and 6 walks to 23 strikeouts with a 1.84 ERA. His last time up, he got the win over Pike Road just a week ago on the dot here. And in that game, he went for 5 innings, only allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, just 1 of them earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. The lefty looks to continue his strong start for this one so far. And you can hear the voice behind me of Braxton Palmer, the voice of the Indians, longtime PA announcer here for this Indians team. And interesting to note here for this Indians, a little bit different of a lineup in terms of Connor Jacks moving up to the 2-hole spot, and again, you talk about the fielding lineup peak out there in right field. Kyle Richardson, who's being introduced right now, earns a night off here in designated hitter, but a little bit of an interesting choice to me. It feels like Richardson has really been a great right fielder out there. He's got a lot of hustle in him. He's made a couple of really tough plays, but should be interesting to see how this one goes. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, first pitch coming up momentarily. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Well, back now here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. National Anthem about to be played. I'll let you love you folks at home take a quick listen. Well, that is the sound of the National Anthem. Indians out there on the field, everybody about to hustle to their respective places. Give you a quick weather update here before first pitch comes momentarily. It is a beautiful afternoon here in Wetumpka, Alabama. It's 66 degrees outside right now, and it feels exactly like that. It's a pretty still day out there, 3-mile-an-hour winds and 5-mile-an-hour gusts, so not a lot of wind to speak of, but it is blowing from left field to right field, pretty much straight across the diamond down. You could even go from third base to first base. And Asher Noble's getting warmed up here on the mound and looks good doing so far. And as a reminder, here's everybody who's out in the field for the Indians to start this one off. Asher Noble's on the mound, Logan Fawcett serving as catcher. Cohen Bell at first, Peyton Dickey at second, Connor Jacks at third base, Miller Lombardi at shortstop. Henry Evers in left field, Bobo Browning in center field, and Aiden Peak out in right field. Those starting lineups here presented by First Community Bank. Carson Davis going to lead us off here for the Beauregard Hornets. He'll be followed by the shortstop, Lane Wilson, and Carter Lloyd, the third baseman, due up after him. Those three due up for the Beauregard Hornets here to start us off tonight. It's a beautiful night out there. You really can't draw much better spring weather, especially compared to what we had earlier this week. It was really cold for a couple of days there. Had really nice weather over the weekend, and then Monday comes along, and it is a brisk 30 degrees outside. Felt like 22 with the wind just gusting out there. Ball's going to head in now, and Fawcett about to throw down and set for first pitch here momentarily with Nobles ready to get things underway. Actually, they'll try that one again. Fawcett, Austin on the pop-up there. Alstead head in there, and Fawcett showing off that cannon there. Good throw over to Lombardi at shortstop, and giving a sign here to the Hornets that no base is going to come easy tonight. Carson Davis here steps into the batter's box, and we are almost set for first pitch here. And we are now. Nobles on the mound here getting the call. He'll begin his motion, and we start this thing off with a ball just a little bit outside. Same pitch, same result there, outside fastball. And Nobles has, like I said, comes into this one with a 3-0 record, making his 5th start of the season. Usually goes about 4 to 5 innings, and hopefully Indians will be looking to get that out of him tonight, as that one in there for a strike. Davis takes it. 2-1 count now. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And count all even up at 2-2. And Nobles has had a couple of really decent showings. I mentioned his stat line in that Pike Road game. Went 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs. Just one of them earned, no walks and 3 strikeouts. As the 2-2 pitch is dribbled to Miller Lombardi, he'll hustle up and make the catch. A throw over to Bell at first and in time. So first out here for the Indians, and Beauregard Hornets looking for their first base runner of the game. And good play there from Miller Lombardi. He had to hustle up as kind of a little bit of a worm burner right as it came across that infield lip and snared it off the hop there, and a good throw over on what was a relatively slow ground ball. Before the Pike Road game, though, as Nobles starts this one off with a ball inside. Lane Wilson, the shortstop, in the batter's box now. He pitched against Marbury in the first game of the doubleheader, as he comes home with that one, and it's taken for a strike, even up at 1 here. In that game against Marbury, he earned his 2nd win of the season, went 5 innings in that one as well, 3 hits, 1 run. That was earned, 1 walk, but 8 strikeouts to his name. He's definitely shown the ability to make guys miss as that one outside. And hoping to see some more of that from Nobles tonight. The 2-1 from Nobles is laced into left center field. It finds outfield grass. A base hit there belongs to Lane Wilson. And so first base runner of the game comes on here with 1 out and a single into left center field. Carter Lloyd, the third baseman here, and the 3-hole hitter, going to come up to the dish for the Beauregard Hornets. First pitch in the dirt, and Fawcett quick to recover there and not letting anything come easy. Indian softball is playing right now at Tallahassee Tigers. They lead it 16-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tallahassee Tigers looking to cut into the deficit, and the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike evens up the count at 1-1. And score update, Tallahassee just scored a run there, so now 16-2 out in Tallahassee. And Indian softball looking to make it 17 consecutive wins. The 1-1 is grounded foul, though, straight down the third base line. And Nobles ahead in the count here for the first time tonight, 1-2. Wilson stands at first base here with the 1-2 count to Lloyd, and that one is a ground ball here. Lombardi is going to step on second. Will he make the throw in time to first? And not in time. Fielder's choice there, and almost a double play, but Lombardi bounced the throw there, and even if he got it on the money, I'm not sure that it would have been in time. It was a quick out of the box there from Carter Lloyd, and he will take the spot at first base from Lade Wilson. Isaiah Murphy going to step in to the box now, center fielder with 2 down here and 1 man on. And quick throw behind from Fawcett, and on the money there to Cohen Bell. He did not have to move an inch, and it was on the inside of that first base line. And good look there, but first pitch ball from Asher Nobles. He's started off all 4 batters that same way. That one in there for a strike, though, no problem. Caught that outside edge of the plate with the breaking ball. Murphy going to step out of the box there for a moment to collect himself and Nobles throws over to first, a quick pickoff attempt, but back in time, Lloyd, no problem. 1-1 pitch in there for a strike, and so another 1-2 count here to the second batter. He had some two strike hitting there from Carter Lloyd and grounded into the fielder's choice, almost a double play, but just barely missed it, did the Indians. And now 1-2 count here, 2 down. Nobles looks back Lloyd and comes home with it now, and off to second, and no throw from Fawcett there. Pitch was inside, hard to get that one off in time, so a 2-2 count now, and now a runner in scoring position. First one we've seen here tonight. As Murphy, same thing, 1 foot in the box, but steps out momentarily, giving himself a little bit of time. A sizable lead at second base there, but no pickoff attempt from Nobles. He comes home with it, swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Indians get out of this one. And 4 up, 3 down for the Indians. Nobles picks up his first strikeout. We're still knotted at 0 here as we head to the bottom of the first. Indians will look to change that. We're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
We go to the bottom of the first, tied at 0.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
Hey, I'm Chad Barrett with RE/MAX Cornerstone. I love helping families in Central Alabama find their place to call home. Whether you're buying in Prattville, selling in Wetumpka, or moving anywhere across the river region, I'll make the process smooth and successful. Call me, Chad Barrett at RE/MAX Cornerstone. Let's find your perfect home together.
And welcome back to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Bottom of the first, set to get underway momentarily. Leading off for the Indians, it's Aiden Peak. He will be followed by Connor Jacks. And your starting lineups, of course, presented by First Community Bank. Kyle Richardson serving as a designated hitter, batting third. And those are your 3 due up here in the bottom of the first. Logan Fawcett, the catcher, will bat cleanup tonight, followed by Miller Lombardi, the shortstop. Second baseman Peyton Dickey will bat in the 6th spot. Asher Nobles, the pitcher, in the 7 hole. And in the 8th hole, it's Henry Evers, and rounding out the lineup, it's center fielder Bobo Browning. Starting lineups, of course, presented by First Community Bank. Local people, local decisions, and a commitment to community. And we'll work through who's out in the field for the Hornets as Aiden Peak, throughout Aiden Peak's at bat, but on the mound it's Carson Davis. He will be caught by Carter Roberts, and at first base it's Hayden Jackson. Dylan Daughtery at second base as Peak steps into the box here, and Indians ready to get their turn to hit now. Davis starts this one off, and first pitch swinging from Aiden Peak, fouled straight back into the backstop. At third base, it's Carter Lloyd, and the shortstop here tonight, Lane Wilson. Out in the left field, it's Nick Lundy, and in center field, it's Isaiah Murphy. And second pitch swinging from Peak, and fouls that one down the first base side, quickly behind in the count 0-2. Rounding out the outfield there, it's Davis Fuller in right field. The 0-2 to Peak is swung on and lifted out into center field. Murphy making chase for it, and will make the grab, no problem. So Indians have one down here as Connor Jack steps into the batter's box. And efficient first out there for Carson Davis.
Connor Jack.
Jack settles into the box now with one down here and nobody on. First pitch to him is inside, called strike 1. all 4 of the pitches that Davis has thrown here tonight have been strikes, as the 0-1 to him is upstairs that time. Yeah. You're welcome, Connor, for the announcers. Jinx there. Count even up at 1-1 with 1 down. Davis does not take a lot of time between pitches, and Connor Jacks lifts that one out into right center field, hustling for it again and making the grab again. It's Isaiah Murphy. And quick 2 outs here for the Indians as Kyle Richardson steps up to the plate here. He's hitting 400 on the season, is Kyle Richardson. Well-deserved night as a designated hitter. He's had a really great start as well with a .550 on-base percentage and a 1,100 OPS as he takes ball 1 upstairs. He leads the team with 6 stolen bases and 10 walks, and second in runs scored, just an overall 5-tool player for the Indians as the 1-0 pitch is cut on and missed, evened up at 1-1. Takes ball 2 upstairs. The 2-1 upstairs again. Now a 3-1 hitter's count to the dangerous Kyle Richardson. And inside, ball 4, and he called a strike. Wow. I did not. He thought it was strike 3-2, did the umpire. Went all the way. Thought he was out, but now it's a full count here, 3-2 at 2 down. And the payoff pitch fouled straight back over the backstop, trailing down the first base side. So we will try the 3-2 again. That was a shocking call from the umpire there. Richardson was ready to toss his bat to the dugout. Thankfully, held on to it for just enough time. The payoff pitch for a second time. Upstairs. Take your base, Kyle. And a couple pitches later than expected, but he will take it nonetheless.
Number 12, Logan.
Now Logan Fawcett, the all-star from last season, going to come up to the plate here. Went 1 for 2 with a walk in that game against Prattville. So now a base runner here on first for Logan Fawcett as Richardson stands there. He takes ball 1, just a little bit north that time. The 1-0 to Fawcett is the same pitch and the same result. Upstairs, ball 2. Davis comes home with the 2-0, bounced in the dirt, and a good job there from Roberts to quickly jump in front of it. Didn't hang on to it, but no opportunity there for Richardson to take off for second base, and a 3-0 count here for Logan Fawcett, and probably one of the few guys on this Indians team that has the green light on a 3-0 count. And he will take strike 1 there, much to the dismay of the Indians crowd, who thought that it could have been ball 4. It was a little bit low in the zone. (3-1) to Fawcett, upstairs and outside. Missed it in 2 spots there. And so now 2 runners on here with 2 down, and we'll see if we get a pinch runner for Fawcett. That's generally the case, and they will. They'll send A.J. Hatcher out there to run the bases in his spot. So back-to-back walks for the Indians, and Miller Lombardi coming up to the plate now. Lombardi went 0 for 1, but drew 2 walks in that game against Prattville back on Tuesday night. Got credited with an RBI in that one as well. First pitch to Lombardi, a strike over the heart of the plate. So Richardson stands at second base and Andre Hatcher at first. He's picked up a bulk of the pinch running duties, has Hatcher so far this season for the Indians. 0-1 and is outside, even up at 1. And Lombardi back at shortstop, where we've seen him just about all season long when he's not on the mound. He did pitch in that Prattville game and had a great showing. Went for 5 innings and allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, but none of them earned to his name. Has not given up an earned run since all the way back in a game against Tallahassee on February 24th. And the 1-1 is swung on there by Lombardi, but lifted well foul on top of the Indians' dugout there. And a 1-2 count now down that third base line. The 1-2 to Lombardi outside. Evens up at 2 and 2. And Lombardi having a good season both on the mound and in the batter's box. He comes into this one with a .323 average and 2 doubles to his name as well, a couple of extra base hits. 13 RBIs for him. Been really effective for this Indians team as the 2-2 pitch is swung on and lifted into left field. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score, and Hatcher will hold up at third base. A hustle double there from Miller Lombardi. I'll credit him with the single. The throw allowed him, though, to advance over to second. And so Indians draw first blood here as Richardson comes across the score. Now 2 runners in scoring position for the ever-dangerous Peyton Dickey. He leads the team with 15 RBIs, does Dickey, and leads qualified batters in average as well. .484 average for him and a 1156 OPS. He has been lights out for this Indians team. Leads the team in doubles here, and Indians would love to see one of those. Takes strike 1 there on the outside edge of the plate, does Peyton Dickey. Davis looked really efficient in those first 2 batters in Peak and Jacks, but 2 out hitting and a couple of walks for the Indians have given them the 1-0 lead here up to this point. The 0-1 pitch outside to Lombardi. And I feel like that's kind of been the story of this game. Davis has struggled with that control a little bit, definitely shown the ability to make guys swing and miss, caught the couple of guys looking as well, but just not super consistent with his location. The 1-1 fouled straight back into the backstop. 1-2 count now. Two runners in scoring position here for Peyton Dickey. And lifts that one straight up in the air down the foul first base line and foul, and settling under it to make the catch, Jackson there. So Indians leave 2 on, but on 2 walks and 1 hit. They do score a run. Indians lead at 1-0 here after 1. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trusted a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for, delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional all-night experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
fresh, fast, and always delicious. Wharf Casual Seafood in Wetumpka has something for everyone. The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is proud to be fed by Wharf Casual Seafood.
And thank you to Wharf Casual Seafood for being fresh, fast, and always delicious. A great sponsor here of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Davis Fuller, the right fielder, going to lead us off here. He'll be followed by Carter Roberts, the catcher, and Nicholas Lundy, the left fielder for the Beauregard Hornets. And Asher Nobles here still on the mound for the Indians. One strikeout to his name already. He'll be looking to add to that total here against Fuller. Nobles comes set and fires on the outside edge of the plate, called strike one. The 0-1 from Nobles is fouled straight back over the backstop, and a quick 0-2 count here for Davis Fuller, the right fielder. I don't think I've mentioned it, but the Indians wearing their Vegas gold jerseys here tonight with a black Indian script across the front, black hats, and black pants. The 0-2 from Nobles is got him looking on the outside edge of the plate there. Second strikeout of the game for Asher Nobles, and back-to-back strikeouts here. Ended the top of that first inning with a strikeout, and he'll start off the top of the second the same way. Beauregard Hornets, they come out with the white pants with a blue stripe down the sides, blue jerseys with yellow numbers, and white trim on the outside of those numbers. Breaking ball inside for a ball. The 1-0 here with one down. And man at the plate now, Carter Roberts, the catcher. Outside edge of the plate, and Nobles likes that spot there, and so does the umpire. It's giving him a couple of calls on that outside edge, and we're even at one. Nobles comes home and outside just a little bit that time, 2-1 count now. Same spot, same result there, 3-1 count. Outside edge from Nobles. And a hitter's count here to Carter Roberts, the catcher. Swung on and lifted straight back over the backstop, a little bit behind that one, under it as well. So now we're all full here. Second time we've seen a full count. And Nobles looking to have it go his way. The payoff. We'll try it again. It was fouled down the third base side there, bouncing. Good fielding play from Coach Lombardi over there. And apologies for the car alarm going off out there. Oh, the owner must have found his key quickly there. Nobles come set. The payoff for a second time. Downstairs, first walk of the game suffered by Nobles, and that will send Carter Roberts over to first base.
Left fielder number 14, Nick Lundy.
Nicholas Lundy, the left fielder, going to come up to the plate now. So we wait for a couple of moments. Lundy yet to step in the box, getting some signs there from Coach Nolan. Now in there, I believe telling somebody to turn off the light. Second base umpire couldn't see anything. Called time there for a second. Lundy will finally step into the box here, and we are ready to go. Nobles comes set here, looks over at first base, and before he comes home, he'll fire a pickoff, and back in plenty of time there, Carter Roberts. I believe there's actually a pinch runner at first base. See if we can't find out who that is. Called strike one there, first pitch of the at-bat, starting things off the right way to Lundy. Ooh, a pickoff there. Got him It was Joshua Yazinchuk over there at first base. A nice pickoff there from Nobles and kind of stopped mid-stride there and fired it right over. So now 2 down after the pickoff there, and a 0-1 count here to Lundy, who steps out of the box again and looking for some more signs from his coach. Called, strike 2. Now, an 0-2 count here to Lundy as Nobles come set yet again, looking to make quick work of the top of this second inning. Nice sunset going on out there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Asher Nobles, and 2 in this inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Indians. Bottom of the second coming up here momentarily. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Hi, I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. Every move is different, and so is every client. That's why I take the time to listen, understand, and guide you through the process with care. Whether you're buying or selling in the River region, I'm here to make it simple. Let's do this together. I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
Gear up for a flavor victory at Wharf Casual Seafood. Whether you're craving seafood classics like shrimp or crab claws, or wanting to tackle a juicy burger or crisp salad, we've got your winning play. Dine in with us or grab a meal to go and find out why every bite is a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out our menu at wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Listening to the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Now back to the action from the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth.
Back now, bottom of the second, set to begin here in just a couple of moments. Indians lead at 1-0 over the Beauregard Hornets. Leading it off for us in the black and gold, it's Asher Nobles. He'll be followed by Henry Evers and Bobo Browning. 7-8-9 due up for the Indians, as they lead at 1-0 and looking to extend on that here. Nobles, the lefty and the pitcher, going to step into the box here. Don't know that I mentioned, but Beauregard out. Their pitcher here tonight, Davis, is a right-handed pitcher. Worth noting as we go into this one. First pitch well outside. Looked like he lost a grip of that one and looks down in shame there momentarily. Not thrilled with the result of that pitch. Nobles first turn in the batter's box, swinging and a miss on the second pitch of the at-bat. We're even up at 1-1. The 1-1 to Nobles is swung on and over the outstretched glove of Jackson at first base. It's hustling down the line and still yet to get to it. Finally does is Fuller. Nobles into second with a stand-up double for him, and now a runner in scoring position, nobody down, and a good opportunity for Henry Evers as he heads to the plate here for the first time tonight.
Henry Evers.
Evers not in the lineup against Prattville back on Tuesday, but serving as the left fielder here tonight. He's got a .312 average coming into this one, but a .476 OBP. Has had a couple of walks go his way. Good eye for him. And first pitch swinging down the first base foul line, and 0-1 count to Evers. He's recorded just 16 at-bats over the course of this season. 2 extra base hits for him, though, a double and a triple to his name. He scored 7 runs, 3 RBIs, and drawn a couple of walks for on the season. Davis comes home with the 0-1 pitch. That one is laced and finds the outfield grass there, and hustling in to get it is Lundy, and Nobles had to hold up there for a second, but Evers off to second as well. So now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody down as the Indians look to add on to their 1-0 lead. Bobo Browning going to come up to the plate now. He went 1 for 3 in that game against Prattville. One of the couple of hits that the Indians have, one of the 7 belonging to Bobo. No RBIs for him in that game. A chance to right that here tonight. Good spot for him as the first pitch to him is well outside and off the plate. Good eye there from Bobo. Breaking ball missed the zone by a couple of inches. Bobo's having a great start to the season so far. 387 average for him. And gets that one, lifts it foul, way foul down that third base side there. And so now 1-1 count here to Bobo. Indians lead it 1-0 here, but good opportunity for them to tack on a couple more. 2 guys in scoring position with nobody down. And top of the order due back up after Bobo. Swing and fouling it off that time. Same spot, just a little bit in front of it. Bouncer down that third base line into the Indians dugout. 1-2 count here to Bobo. I mentioned he's got a 387 average and has 3 extra base hits for him so far this season. A home run, 2 doubles. He's got some pop to him. The 1-2 upstairs. Bobo had to dodge it for a second. It was well up there. And count evens up here at 2-2 in the bottom of this second inning. First and second inning action brought to you by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Davis delivers, and Bobo fouls it straight back over the top of the backstop and well over the press box as well. We'll try the 2-2 here again in just a couple of moments. Davis about to try the 2-2 again. Fires and swing and a miss. First strikeout of the night for him, and Bobo will mark the first out of this inning for the Indians. But still, Aiden Peak due back up here. He flew out to center field, got a hold of one last time, just not quite enough on it. Went out to center field. And Peak having a pretty good season as well. He's got a 250 average, but couple of extra base hits for him. 2 home runs on the season. Only Indian with double-digit home runs. Davis delivers inside. 1-0 to Peak. Peak had a double to start off the game against the Prattville Lions. Came around to score and gave the Indians the first run of the game. Upstairs for ball 2. The 2-0 swung on and missed. Big cut there from Peak, but nothing doing. 2-1 count now. 1 out here, bottom of the second, 2 runners in scoring position, and Peak's going to head over to talk to Coach Brooks here momentarily. I think he's pointing out something he sees in the defense there. Peak now stepping back into the batter's box. Davis going to settle in on the bump. And the 2-1 here. Bound to come momentarily. Davis fires and Peak fouls it straight back. Same foul that we saw just a couple moments ago there from Bobo, straight over the top of the backstop and over what I believe is press box as well. 2-2 count now. And Peak gets a hold of that one, lifts it out into center field and hustling to make the catch, and not sure who caught it or if anybody did. It was tough to see what happened there. I couldn't necessarily see it. It looked like Murphy, the center fielder, was hustling in, and he jumped up for it at the last moment. I don't think he caught it, but the left fielder, Lundy, had settled right behind him, and I guess it came down in the dirt there, so not sure whether that will go down as a hit or an error. But regardless, Indians will tack on another run. Nobles waited up at third, ready to tack up on it. It was not as deep as I had originally thought. It was a pop-up there, but now runners on first and second. Indians, 2-0 lead. And first pitch swinging there from Connors Jackson, lifting it out into center field. Murphy will settle under it, but tagging up and trying to make it to third, and he will. It was Henry Evers, and Nobles was the man who came across the score, and now Evers over at second, or at third here, but runners on the corners. Richardson, or Peak, not able to advance there. Richardson up at the plate now, and we're going to call a timeout. Will the pitcher and catcher there, Roberts, going to give some signals over to Davis. And if you're tuning in tonight, I appreciate you watching some high school baseball instead of the NCAA tournament, as first pitch to Richardson is in there. Caught the inside, or the outside corner for a strike. And score update from the Indian softball game. They win over the Tallahassee Tigers in 5 innings, 17-4. Swing and a miss from Richardson, strike two. And quickly behind at the count here. 0-2 with runners on the corners, 2 down for Kyle Richardson. And immediately taken off for second on that pitch. Aiden Peak, he's in there, no throw down, as Richardson takes the ball on the outside edge. So runners on second and third here yet again for the Indians. Going to try and capitalize here, but with 2 down, they'll need some good situational hitting here from Kyle Richardson, the man with a .400 average. And Richardson lifts that one straight up in the air, popped it, and I believe it will trickle out of play, and it will, down that first base side. Richardson staying alive here. We'll try the 1-2 again. They do give Aiden Peak credit for the single on that at-bat just a couple of moments ago, as Richardson takes that one in the dirt and holding up. Had to chase after it, did Roberts there momentarily. And 2-2 here with 2 down. In the bottom of the second inning. 2's across the board here. Richardson pops it up. It's heading down the foul territory down the first base line, and leaning over making the catch is Jackson. So Indians strand 2, but they pick up another. They lead it 2-0 after 3 hits from the Indians in that inning. 2 men left on in scoring position. A tough break. But they're still on top. Black and gold lead it 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Right here at home with Baptist Health. From emergency care to advanced heart services, orthopedics, and women's health, Baptist Health is delivering the kind of care our community deserves, close to home. Their team of physicians, nurses, and specialists are committed to one thing, you and your family. Because great health care isn't about treatment, it's about trust. Choose the care more families across Central Alabama count on every day. Baptist Health, stronger together.
Whether it's an everyday sprain, strain, fracture, or sports injury that doesn't require a trip to the ER, Baptist Ortho Now offers urgent orthopedic injury care with walking convenience 6 days a week. Check them out online at baptisthealth.org, open from Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Baptist Health is the official healthcare provider of the Wetumpka Sports Network. Hayden Jackson, first baseman who just made the out to end that inning, is going to lead us off here. He'll be followed by Dylan Daughtry and Carson Davis. 8-9-1 due up as he takes strike one over the heart of the plate from Asher Nobles. Nobles got 3 strikeouts already, suffered 1 walk and 1 hit as well. Solid outing to start as the 0-1 pitch outside that time. Swung on and missed on the 1-1 pitch on the outside edge. Nothing but air that time for Hayden Jackson. The 1-2 from Nobles is swung on and out in center field. And a great catch from Peyton Dickey, goes into shallow center and over the back. Had to twist his shoulders there to make that grab. A nice play there from Peyton Dickey.
Second baseman number 9, Dylan Daughtry.
Dickey, do it all Dickey, man. Doing a great job at the plate for the Indians so far this season, and a great hit-saving catch there as the 9-hole hitter Dylan Daughtry comes up to the plate now. First pitch to him upstairs for ball 1. Daughtry serving as the second baseman here tonight for the Beauregard Hornets as Nobles comes set and delivers. Inside, he had to dodge that one, did Dylan Daughtry, and so a 2-0 count. The 2-0 is over the heart of the plate for a strike. No swing from Daughtry there. Seeing the end of a beautiful sunset here as the pitch outside. Well, outside and a little bit north that time as well, probably. A 3-1 hitters count here for Dylan Daughtry. And swing and a miss. We're full yet again. 3-2 with 1 down, and Nobles looks to make it 2. Payoff pitch is fouled straight back into the backstop. We will try it again. And that's something so far that Nobles has done a decent amount of. Thrown 41 pitches already here just through 3 innings. A couple of long at-bats for him so far tonight. 3-2 is downstairs, I believe. And a walk there with 1 out. For Dylan Daughtry, top of the order, due back up here. Carson Davis, the pitcher, will come into the batter's box, and he grounded out to Lombardi to start off this game. Nobles, the lefty, looks the runner at first back and will come home with it. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Davis stepped out of the box there for just a second. Nobles will come home with it. Foul ball straight into the backstop there and caught the pull on its way. It's a metallic clink you just heard. Still 1 out here in the top of this 3rd inning. 1 runner on and an 0-2 count to Davis as the Indians lead it 2-0. Picked up 1 run in each of the 2 times they've gone to the plate. That one is popped up down the first base side and not able to make the catch. Cohen Bell, I don't think he would have had time, but he stopped running after it there for a moment. Thought it was going to trickle over the fence there and out of play, but result stays the same here. An 0-2 count as Davis starting to try and fight his way back into this count and staying alive. Nobles comes home with it, and that one is fair this time and hustling to make the catch. Evers not going to be able to get there in time. It'll fall just in front of him, and a base hit here now. 2 runners on for the Beauregard Hornets. After a walk from that Daugherty took and a single there from Davis. Coming up to the plate now, it's Lane Wilson, the shortstop. He had a single, the only hit for the Beauregard Hornets leading up to this inning before Davis got one of his own. He'll settle into the box now, call time momentarily while he collects himself. Nobles ready to get this one going, though. One down here, and Fawcett thought about the throw over to first. I'll think better of it and hold on to it as strike one taken there by Wilson. Nobles checks the runner at second, comes home with it, and a ground ball to Lombardi. He'll flick it over to Dickey and on to first. A double play, 6-4-3 to end it. They leave 2 stranded to the Beauregard Hornets and a 6-4-3 double play. Nice showing from Lombardi. Dickey over to Nobles, or over to Bell, that is. Indians still lead it 2-0 here. We'll head to the bottom of the third in just a couple of moments. You're tuned in to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Gear up for a flavor victory at Wharf Casual Seafood. Whether you're craving seafood classics like shrimp or crab claws, or wanting to tackle a juicy burger or crisp salad, we've got your winning play. Dine in with us or grab a meal to go and find out why every bite is a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out our menu at wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
Let RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus help make your home buying or selling experience easy. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River Region real estate experts. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, the official real estate partner of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And back now here, bottom of the third inning. Logan Fawcett here going to lead us off. Davis still on the mound here as he pitches on the outside edge there. Caught it for a strike. Fawcett at the plate here for the Indians, and an 0-1 count to him now. Same spot, same result there. Outside edge. Thought it might have been just a little bit too far outside, but Blue disagrees there on an 0-2 count here to Fawcett, who drew a walk in his last time up to the plate. Swings on that one and lifts it straight up and straight back, trailing slightly towards the third base side in Indians dugout, but out of play. Nobody able to get a read on it. Fawcett staying alive here in this 0-2 count as Davis comes set and fires upstairs. The 1-2 to Fawcett is swung on and off the glove of Jackson. It was a worm burner ground ball. He had to slide to try and make the play there, but it's a tough one to make. A base hit for Logan Fawcett. And now another leadoff runner here. He'll head back to the dugout. Now Andre Hatcher going to come out and run the bases for him, just like we saw when he drew that walk in the bottom of that first inning. Miller Lombardi going to come up to the plate now, already 1 for 1 in this game, and I mentioned Lombardi has a .323 average here entering tonight, and he's receiving some signs from Coach Brooks see what the Indians decide to do here in this one. The Indians have already got 5 hits so far, but they've left 4 runners stranded and gotten the leadoff batter on in each of the last 2 innings and swing and fouled straight back from Lombardi there. Davis looking over at Hatcher, will come set and fire home. Lombardi swinging bunt there, and it stayed fair, and Roberts there froze for a moment. Not sure if he thought Davis was going to come get it or whatnot, but swinging RBI, or swinging bunt single there for Miller Lombardi. Now you got 2 guys on. Hatcher moves over to second base, and Lombardi over at first base. Peyton Dickey due up now. He popped up to the first baseman, Jackson, in the bottom of the first inning to end it. And Dickey comes into this one with a .500 average. He shows bunt here and drops it right down. A great bunt from him, and he will get thrown out at first there, but the sacrifice advances 2 guys into scoring position, and now just 1 out here as Asher Noble's going to come up to the plate. Had a double and made it around to score in his first time up at the plate back in the bottom of the second inning. He was a leadoff batter for that one. Takes ball 1 upstairs that time from Davis. The 1-0 to Nobles is swung on and lifted out into center field. It should be enough to score 1. Hatcher tagging up and hustling for home. The cutoff throw is well behind him, and an RBI sac fly there for the Indians. They can really do some small ball when they like it. And so Indians now take a 3-0 lead. Lombardi stayed at second base there, did not advance on the tag up. But so still 1 runner in scoring position as Henry Evers, who also had a single base hit was the last time up, will look to do it again here and extend this Indians lead. First pitch swinging from Evers, pops it up into shallow right field, and hustling and making the catch there is Fuller. So Indians will strand another one, but also tack on another one. 3-0. The good guys on top. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Your home for the Wetumpka Indians can be found on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network and wetumpkasports.com. Sponsored in part by Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, Baptist Health, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, Precision Floor Care, and CAC Adult Learning.
Looking to tackle your next home project? Look no further than Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, with same-day pickup, ship to store, and ship to home, all available at russelldoitcenter.com. Whether it's paints, tools, lumber, or lawn care, we've got what you need with the service you can trust. So be sure to shop today at russelldoitcenter.com. russelldoitcenter.com.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Beverly Wright, Kathy Thornton, and Chad Baird are your hometown real estate experts with RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. When it's time for your next move, choose the best, RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, the official real estate partner of the Wetumpka Sports Network. Indians on top here, 3-0, and leading it off here for the Beauregard Hornets, it's Carter Lloyd, followed by Azia Murphy and Davis Fuller. 3-2 up for the Hornets. First pitch in there for a strike from Asher Noble's breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. Lloyd hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. Made it to first, but got his buddy tagged out at second. And outside edge, too far outside that time, 1-1. And a swinging bunt there, and it rolls foul. Nobles was hustling for it, as was Jax and Fawcett. A little three-man trying to hustle down that ball, but it trickles foul just about halfway down that third base line. And in no hurry to get back into the batter's box. Carter Lloyd, he hustled down to first base and finally gets back. Fawcett will hand him the bat here in a 1-2 count to him now. Nobody down. Indians on top, 3-0. Hornets still looking for their first run of the ball game, and a little double hit there, foul ball, and came back up and hit the bat again and pulled it foul. It was a little bit of an interesting series of events there, but staying alive in this 1-2 count, Carter Lloyd. Nobles comes set, fires, delivers, and that one is lifted out into right field. Aiden Peak didn't have to hustle very hard for that one, and so the top of the fourth starts with a fly out, and Isaiah Murphy going to come up as the center fielder. He struck out in his last time up to end the top of the first inning. Nobles shaking off pitch number one. He shaking it off again. He likes the call now, though, and comes home with it and fouled off the neck of the bat and straight over the first base side. There is some action in the Beauregard bullpen as well. Matthew Woodall, the sophomore, is starting to get warm. See if he comes in for Davis. The 0-1, same pitch, same result there. Fouled straight back into the backstop. Nobles starting to work a lot more efficiently here as we get deeper into this ball game. Had both guys behind in the count here in an 0-2 count to Murphy, who's been really involved out there in center field so far tonight. Upstairs, no need to test the zone that time, and Nobles doesn't. A 1-2 count now. One-two, just a little bit upstairs that time. Breaking ball didn't drop hard enough there, so now 2-2 count here as Murphy starts to work his way back into this count. Was down 0-2, now 2 consecutive balls from Nobles. One down here in the top of this fourth inning. And same pitch, same result. 3 consecutive balls from Nobles will make things full here, 3-2. And apologies for the announcer jinx there, Asher. Right as I said, he was working quickly. The payoff pitch is laced. Will it find some outfield grass? Evers hustling for it, not going to get there in time. It rolls and bounces off the fence. Evers gets under it, but a double, first extra base hit of the game for the Beauregard Hornets, and Murphy now stands at second base.
Number 22, Davis Fuller.
Just the second time they've had a man in scoring position. They've left 2 guys on already. As Davis Fuller, the right fielder here, who struck out looking his last time up, is going to come up to the plate. Nobles starts this one off with a ball outside. And Fawcett's going to come up and have a conversation with Nobles real quick. Woodall still getting warm in that Beauregard bullpen. Might expect to see a pitching change to start things off. In the bottom of the fourth inning, keep you posted on that front. Again, appreciate you all tuning in here on this Thursday night. I know it's day one of the NCAA tournament, and appreciate you spending your time here with us on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. In there on the outside edge on the 1-0 pitch, I'll give you a couple of score updates. Speaking of the March Madness tournament, number 1 seeded Michigan just ahead of 4, the number 16 seed Howard, who won their play-in game just a couple of days ago. And with 5 minutes to go, North Carolina leads Virginia Commonwealth 70-59 as the 1-1 is swung on and a base hit out in right field. Peak settles under it, but definitely hit a little bit too hard. It was straight on the ground all the way through between the 3-4 hole, and Peak got to it in plenty of time in order to potentially make the throw home, but they will not test his arm out there. Runners on the corners now. And finish out those score updates for you. Texas A&M leads it 37-26 over St. Mary's at halftime, and Texas leads it over Brigham Young 46-37. And we're going to get a timeout here, and Coach Russ Brooks here going to come out to the mound and have a quick meeting here with Asher Nobles, and we'll see if Nobles' night is over. I would venture to say no, but 51 pitches for him already. They might want to keep him fresh here with a couple of games ahead over the course of spring break. Coach Brooks stepping back now, and he's heading and having a conversation here with the umpire. Question about what? They're talking side by side as they make their way towards home base, and they will, home plate that is, sorry, and they will separate now. Ready to get this one going again. Carter Roberts, the catcher, drew a walk his last time up and was picked off, or well, the pinch runner was. And Nobles quickly with a pickoff attempt over to first base, trying to catch Davis Fuller sleeping. He will not. He gets back in plenty of time here. Nobles comes home outside, throw behind, almost from Fawcett. Got me, faked me out, and faked out the runner as well. He was in a hurry to get back. No throw, though, from Fawcett, and a 1-0 count here to Carter Roberts. In there for a strike right over the heart of the plate. Showing bunt there, and they got him in a run down now, and I believe they got him. They did. So he showed bunt. It was a suicide squeeze. Everybody started moving, and no contact, though, from Roberts at the plate, and it was immediately heading home was Murphy over at third base, and he got caught looking. Fawcett came, ran, started running him down, and then threw back to Jax, who laid down the tag just in the nick of time. So now a runner on second, and Fuller, who did advance on the suicide squeeze, but 2 down now, and a 1-2 count here to Roberts. Outside that time, 2-2. Just an unfortunate miscue from the Hornets there, not able to lay down the suicide squeeze. That's a play I love, but in a 3-0 game, maybe not the exact time to do it, especially with 1 out. That feels like something you try with nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Indians get out of the jam. 4 strike out of the game for Asher Nobles. Good guys on top, 3-0 on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
3-0 Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
Stay connected with Central Access. Get blazing fast internet starting at 300 megabits per second for just $59.99 a month. Reliable, affordable, and delivered straight to your doors. Central Access has you covered. Central Access, your local link to broadband. Carson Davis still the pitcher despite the action in the Beauregard bullpen, and he will still be on the bump here as the Indians are set to go 9-1-2. Bobo Browning, Aiden Peak, counter Jags due up here in the bottom of this fourth inning.
Leading up for the Indians, number 17, Bobo Browning.
Bobo struck out in the first time up, bottom of the second inning. And looking to change that here. He will take ball one, just a little bit north that time. The 1-0 was outside, 2-0 now. The 2-0 swung on, foul tip. And a 2-1 count to Browning now. The 2-1 swung on and count even up at 2-2. Nothing doing there for Bobo Browning. Takes ball three on the outside edge of the plate. We are in a full count yet again. Staying alive, Bobo over the glove of the third baseman, Lloyd. It was a grounder that took a couple of hops and hopped right over the glove of Lloyd there. So give Bobo Browning credit for the hard hit ground ball single there. And Indians now with 7 hits. They've scored a run in each of the first 3 innings, and with another leadoff batter, 3 consecutive leadoff batters for the Indians. We'll look to see if they can continue that trend. Bobo Browning at first base as Aiden Peak steps up to the plate, picked up an RBI single, and his last time up flew out to center field in his first time up. He takes ball one on the outside part of the plate, crossed into the left-handed batter's box there. In the dirt, and a good snag there from Roberts. Not to let it go by there. He thought about throwing behind the runner at first base, but elects not to. To Peak inside for ball 3. The 3-0 on its way home, and on the outside edge of the plate, caught it just ever so slightly. 3-1 count to Peak now. Peak has got a lot of pop in his bat. He's the only Indian on this team. He's the only Indian with 2 home runs on the season. Nobody down here, man on first in this 3-1 count. And awarding first base to Eden Peak after he takes ball 4 upstairs. So now 2 runners on here with nobody out as the Indians lead it 3-0 in the bottom of this 4th inning. Connor Jack's going to come up to the plate.
Connor Jack.
Jax has done the same thing in both of his at-bats, flown out to center field, and looking to get his first hit of the ball game. Shows bunt here, and a good one at that. He might have a chance to beat it out. He will not. But Indians, on the successful sacrifice again, put 2 guys in scoring position. That was a really good bunt there. Fundamental from Connor Jax, just laid it straight down. It took a nice little hop, and after it came out of the dirt and right around the batter's box and into the infield grass. Connor Richardson comes up to the plate now. Drew a walk his first time up and then popped up to the first baseman in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch swinging from him, fouls it up and straight back over everything, over the backstop and over the press box here. Davis here still on the mound. There is no longer action in the Beauregard bullpen. Interested to see what they may or may not do. They had him going warm for a second. Matthew Woodall was the man warming up there for a good little while, but they elect to keep Davis in the game. Richardson takes third pitch upstairs. 2-1 count to him now. Richardson currently on a 2-game hitting streak and looks to make it 3 here, looking for his first one. And this one drew a walk already. And a big cut there, fouled straight down, and I think it caught him on the toe on his back foot. 2-2 count now, and with 1 down. And Roberts is going to walk up to Davis as he hands him a fresh ball. Maybe some words of friendly encouragement there with 1 out here and 2 runners in scoring position. Foul tip and in the catcher's glove for a out there. So now 2 down with 2 guys on. Logan Fawcett coming back up to the plate.
Number 12, Logan Fawcett.
Logan Fawcett here comes up to the plate. 1 for 1 in his showing here tonight. Drew a walk his first time up, had a single just an inning ago in the bottom of the 3rd. Called strike 1 on the outside edge. Fawcett doesn't like it. Foul tip that one, and now 0-2 count now. Two down here, and the 0-2 count upstairs. Well, upstairs. Robert had to pop up to get that one. And quick update for you. I want to go back to that leadoff batter in Bobo Browning. They did credit Lloyd with the error there, so take away the hit from Browning. I gave him the hit, but scorers will disagree with me there. Fawcett staying alive in this 1-2 count. Fouls it off and straight back. And shaking his hands a little bit. That one might have stung. Good guys still on top here, 3-0. Looking back at the runners here is Davis, and the 1-2 to Fawcett. Outside. A good attempted frame job there, but not enough to fool the umpire that time. 2-2. Twos across the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and outside. Full count here to Fawcett. Payoff pitch about to come from Davis, and it's on its way now. Fawcett, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Carson Davis, and Indians will leave another 2 stranded, and they still lead it, though, 3-0. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Top of the 5th, set to come your way momentarily.
We go to the 5th. It's 3.
This is Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. I know buying or selling a home can feel overwhelming, but I promise you don't have to go through it alone. I'll guide you through every detail and keep things simple, clear, and stress-free. When you're ready to make a move in the River region, call me, Kathy Thornton, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Right here at home with Baptist Health. From emergency care to advanced heart services, orthopedics, and women's health, Baptist Health is delivering the kind of care our community deserves, close to home. Their team of physicians, nurses, and specialists are committed to one thing, you and your family. Because great health care isn't about treatment, it's about trust. Choose the care more families across Central Alabama count on every day. Baptist Health, stronger together.
Top of the 5th inning here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Indians lead it 3-0 here.
Leading off number 14, Nick Lundy.
And leading off here is Nicholas Lundy, the left fielder here, struck out in his last time up. Just his second at bat here tonight. Asher Noble still on the bump, and first pitch swinging from him. He flies it out to center right field, and no problem there for Aiden Peak. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Indians to start off the top of this 5th inning. And there's no longer action in the Indians' bullpen, so letting Nobles ride into this one just a little bit longer. Hayden Jackson, the first baseman, who popped up to Peyton Dickey, who had that incredible catch that saved a base hit in his last time up. First pitch from Nobles outside. Nobles delivers, and ground ball right to Miller Lombardi. Tailor-made for him, and hustling to get it in the throw over to first. Quick 2 outs here to start off the top of this 5th inning. Just 3 pitches for Asher Noble so far in this inning.
Number 9, Dylan Daughtry.
Nine-hole hitter Dylan Daughtry set to come up to the dish here, 2 outs. First pitch from Lombardi, foul tip right into the glove of Fawcett. Strike 1. Daughtry serves as the second baseman here tonight. He drew a walk in the bottom of the 3rd inning in his last time up, or top of the 3rd, my apologies. Second pitch swinging foul straight down the first base side, and well out of play there. 0-2. 2 strikes, 2 outs here, no balls. An 0-2 count as Nobles looks to make quick work of it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and he does. It's the 5th strikeout of the night for Asher Nobles, who has just continued to get better and better as this game has gone on. Good guys on top, 3-0, bottom of the 5th. About to come your way. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
come to Collier.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier. Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come on, come to Collier.
New pitcher here for Beauregard in the bottom of this fifth inning. It's Dylan Daughtry, the former second baseman. The last out of that inning. He's going to come out on the mound as well. Lane Wilson, the shortstop, is going to move over to second base, and Carson Davis, the former pitcher, will take his spot over at shortstop. So a couple of defensive changes here, just shifting around the infield. Just a little bit of a rotation there. You had the second baseman go to the pitcher, the shortstop go to second base, and the pitcher go over to shortstop. Just a little love triangle right there. And leading off, Miller Lombardi here for the Indians in the bottom of this fifth inning. Lombardi's got 2 singles to his name already tonight, but has been stranded both of his times after hitting those singles. The new pitcher in the game, Dylan Daughtry. See how he starts us off here, and he'll start us off with a ball in the dirt. Lombardi takes. Lombardi swings that on that one and grounds it right to the new second baseman in Wilson, and an easy out for him there. 1 down now. Fifth inning is brought to you by Collier Ford. From F-150s to family-friendly SUVs, Collier Ford makes buying easy with great selection and hometown service. No pressure, just honest deals and friendly faces. Come to Collier Ford and drive home your new Ford for less. Peyton Dickey up at the plate now. And Dickey laid down the sacrifice back in the top of the third inning. Sacrifice bunt that was, and popped out as he takes ball 1 in the dirt there. And his first time up in the bottom of that first inning. Swings on that one, does Dickey. It's a pop-up and fair ball. Nobody able to get to it, so a bloop single there for Peyton Dickey, and he will head to first base. 7th hit of the game for the Indians. First one of the night for Peyton Dickey. Asher Nobles will follow him to the plate. He's the man on the mound for the Indians so far, but he'll look at it from the other side in the batter's box. He has a double and came around to score, in a sacrifice fly RBI so far here tonight. A 1-for-1 showing for him. And running was Peyton Dickey there, and making the catch out in center field, it's Murphy. Nobles got a hold of that one, but right to the center fielder. He had to hustle for it a little bit, and Dickey will have to retreat back to first base. So now 2 down here in the bottom of this fifth inning. And Henry Evers going to come up to the plate now. He also has a base hit in this one, popped out in his last time up, though, to shallow right field. Dickey immediately takes off and pulling that one well foul down the third base line, Henry Evers. So a quick 0-1 count to him. Dickey took off again. Had to retreat, though, because of the foul ball, and I think everybody here at Bazemore Field knows exactly what Dickey wants to do. He wants to grab that extra base here with 2 down and see if he continues to test it after 2 attempts where he had to go back, and Evers just got clobbered in the top of the head there. Tried to get out of the way of it, but hit by the pitch there, and so I guess Dickey will get awarded second base, but just not in the way he had hoped.
Brownie.
Bobo Browning at the plate now, looking for his first base hit. Reached on an error his last time up, and he will get a base hit there. Fair ball right down the third base line. One man will come around to score, and he'll have to stay. Hevers will have to hang up at third, but an RBI double there from Bobo Browning. First base hit of the game for him, and it comes in great time, and Indians extend their lead 4-0, and 2 runners in scoring position for Aiden Peak in his 4th time up at the plate. Already has 1 RBI from a single in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Drew a walk his last time up and then was stranded at second base. Peak, first pitch, swinging, fouls it straight back and towards the Beauregard dugout. Well, out of play that time. Coach Brooks is going to talk to Peak here about maybe his approach and what he wants to see from him. Peak, the leadoff batter for the Indians tonight, his 4th at-bat in just 5 innings. Indians have worked through the order, but left 7 guys stranded so far. Story of the game for the black and gold so far. They still do lead it 4-0. And Peak gets a hold of that one and hustling to make the catch, a sliding catch. Nice one out there from Fuller. And right field saves what surely would have scored 2 runs. And so the Indians leave another 2 stranded, 9 total for the game, but they do tack on another one. 4-0, good guys on top. As we head to the top of the 6th inning, you're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
We go to the 6th inning, it's 4-0, Wetumpka.
Take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule, and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
You're listening to the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Now, back to the action from the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth.
Top of the 6th now. Indians make a pitching change of their own to follow the lead of the Beauregard Hornets. Owen Piles going to come in and take over for Asher Nobles, who has now moved to first base. First pitch downstairs from Piles. And second pitch outside that time, 2-0 count. Here to the leadoff man for the Beauregard Hornets, Carson Davis. The fresh shortstop after pitching first couple innings of this game. 3 straight balls for Piles to start us off here. 3-0 count to Davis now, who has a single and a ground out to his name so far tonight. A good strike that time. Breaking ball with a lot of movement. Broke into the zone there. A 3-1 pitch. Nice recovery from Piles. And another good pitch there. Strike 2 called. And gets contact on that one. Lifts it into shallow center field. Bobo Browning going to call everybody off and make the grab out there. So no damage done on the payoff pitch. 3-2, but retired is Carson Davis.
Number 7, Lane Wilson.
Lane Wilson will now come up. To the plate now in a first pitch ball there from Owen Piles. 1-0 downstairs again. Piles moves quickly between pitches, does not take his time, and a guy who's going to be pitching at the collegiate level next year. And Piles trying to set himself up for working with that pitch clock. And the 2-0 pitch outside edge caught it. 2-1. No swing there for Wilson. And swing on the breaking ball. 2-2 count there. That one broke a good bit. Nice pitch there from Owen Piles. Your final tally for Asher Nobles, by the way: 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. 2-2 is fouled off down the first base side and out of play. We'll try it again. Two is made contact on, and Peak slides and makes the grab out there in right field. Looks comfortable, and a nice play there. 2 flyouts, or well, I guess that one more of a line out there to Peak in right field, and 2 up, 2 down for the Beauregard Hornets to start off Piles' night.
Number 1, Carter Lloyd.
Carter Lloyd, the third baseman here, going to step in. And take strike 1 over the heart of the plate. Lloyd is headed into a fielder's choice, then flew out to Aiden Peak in his last time up, in the 0-1 pitch from Piles in there for a strike. Caught that outside edge of the plate. And Piles looking efficient so far, just thrown about 12 pitches in this inning. And first pitch there into center field. Bobo not going to be able to hustle in to grab it. And a base hit, first of the night against Owen Piles, coming by way of Carter Lloyd. Isaiah Murphy is going to come up as the center fielder. Struck out and hit a double, but was caught in that rundown back in the top of that 4th inning after the unsuccessful suicide squeeze. Inside and off the mitt of Fawcett, and that will allow Lloyd to advance to second. He actually rounded the corner there, thought about going 3, but that's definitely not an arm you want to test on Logan Fawcett. But now with 2 down, a runner in scoring position for Murphy, who looks to put the first runs on the board here for the Beauregard Hornets. And Coach Brooks here comes out for a second. He's talking to the heading to the home plate umpire. I think he's arguing that Carter Lloyd should have to head back to first base, but I'm not sure I agree with that. I think he was saying that the ball was fouled off, but he didn't swing on it as the issue. It went off the mid of Fawcett and into the backstop. It was an inside. It was low and inside. Almost hit the dirt there. Coach Brooks still out there arguing. Oh, there's a little game of catch going on about 10 feet between Owen Piles and Connor Jacks. Owen Piles pitched in 5 games, 10 innings for him so far. 4 hits, 3 runs, just 2 of them earned, 2 walks, 13 strikeouts, 1.75 ERA for him. Coach Brooks is still out there. Now the umpires are discussing, and Beauregard coach is going to come over now, and Seth Nolan standing at third base and just wondering what's going on. It's been a long stoppage here, and not 100% sure what the call or issue is going to be here. He doesn't look thrilled with the explanation he's receiving from the umpire. It's a little bit cloudy on what's going on here. I wish I had a microphone down there to tell you what was going on. And yeah, now you can definitely see whatever explanation that Coach Nolan is getting, he is not thrilled about it. Throwing his hands up a couple of times and walking back to third, frustrated, barking at the umpires, and they're going to send Lloyd back to first base, and I'm not exactly sure why. I think they might say that Murphy called time beforehand, but I'm not 100% sure. And so they will send him back to first, and now second base umpire is giving an explanation to the first base coach there for the Beauregard Hornets. Okay, so yeah, they will say that he called time, so the runner heads back to first, and it is now a 0-0 count. And downstairs, by a 1-0 count, Fawcett blocks it that time. Yeah, that was a real interesting series of events there. The runner back at first base, no man in scoring position. Fawcett with a throw behind it, and it bounces one hopper off the chest of Nobles there. He stays in front of it, and now a 2-0 count after the pitch was in the dirt. Piles last appeared in the second game against Park Crossing, went for 2 innings, 0 hits, 0 runs, and 1 strikeout to his name over the course of those 2 innings. Now, I was back on Saturday on the 14th of March. So 2 down here and a runner at first after all the commotion, and a swinging foul ball caught him on the inside of the hip there on Murphy. And he's hobbling around a little bit. He's going to have to walk that one off. That's a tough spot to take it. And taking his time now, trying to stretch things out just a little bit. Still looks a little bit shaken up here as he heads back to the batter's box, and this is 2-1 count. In there for a strike right over the heart of the plate. No swing from Murphy. And we're 2s across the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Good contact with that one, and they're going to say it was foul. It hopped right over the third base line and came down right on the foul line. And Beauregard fans are not thrilled with that call. And so we'll try the 2-2 yet again. Everybody going to have to head back to where they were. One man had already come across the score, and hustling for home there was Carter Lloyd, the man on first base. So after some more commotion here in the top of this 6th inning, it's been a little bit all over the place. The 2-2 count here to Azia Murphy, who already has a double and a strikeout to his name so far, and swing and a miss. Or he caught a piece of it, they'll say. Did not look like he did, and Fawcett had to hustle after it there for a second. So for a 3rd time, we will try this 2-2 pitch. Piles is going to step off for a second. They call time, and he is settled back on the bump now. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Owen Biles, and the Indians still lead it 4-0 here after 5.5. Bottom of the 6th, and Indians looking to add some insurance runs before heading to the top of the 7th. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Gear up for a flavor victory at Wharf Casual Seafood. Whether you're craving seafood classics like shrimp or crab claws, or wanting to tackle a juicy burger or crisp salad, we've got your winning play. Dine in with us or grab a meal to go and find out why every bite is a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out our menu at wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trusted a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Connor Jack's going to set us off here on the bottom of the 6th inning. Good guys on top 4-0, but not going to be satisfied with that. Looking to tack on some insurance runs here as Daughtry is still on the bump here for Beauregard. Comes home to start us off with a ball inside. When he came into the game, I'm not sure that I mentioned the final tally as a ground ball, a hopper, and then settles as it crosses the infield dirt, and they get Connor Jacks just barely in the nick of time, and a quick first out for the Indians on just 2 pitches. Not sure I mentioned the final tally for Davis before he came out of the game. He went for 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. A lot of threes. Got Richardson in the plate. Check swing did not hold up in time. Strike 1. And jumping around a little bit, I don't think he's thrilled with that call, but they will say he broke the plane of the plate there. Richardson with a walk so far and a pop out to the first baseman and a strikeout, still searching for his first base hit of the night. Ooh, right back. A line drive and a quick catch there from Daughtry, the pitcher. He stuck out his glove, and oh, look what I found here. A line out to the pitcher for Kyle Richardson, now 2 down here in the bottom of this 6th inning. Logan Fawcett due back up, 4th at-bat of the night for him. Drew a walk, drew a single, and a strikeout all over the board for Logan Fawcett. Let's get an extra base hit in there, and then you'll really be doing it all. Fawcett, first pitch swinging, fouled, straight back over the backstop. Daughtry has been pretty solid through his 1 2/3 so far. Only allowed 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, but no walks, no strikeouts for him. Just putting a lot of balls in play. And sometimes that works out for you. Baseball's a game of hit it where they ain't. And Indians have not been able to do that so far against Daughtry. The 1-1 to Fawcett is in there for a strike on the outside edge of the plate. 1-2 with 2 down here. Outside and hustling there was Roberts. He thought it was a strike. Popped up and started making his way to the dugout, and Blue's going to shake his head saying, not on that one. 2-2. Set to come home. Daughtry delivers, and Fawcett pops it up. Couple of guys making chase for it, see if anybody can come down on it, and they will not. Lundy, the right fielder, extended for it, and everybody overshot it, and he had to reach back behind him and did not make the catch there. I want to remind you that Wharf Casual Seafood is fresh, fast, and always delicious. Wharf Casual Seafood in Wetumpka has something for everyone, from shrimp and fish to po' boys and salads. Enjoy coastal flavor right here at home. Dine in or take out today. Wharf Casual Seafood, where fresh seafood meets family-friendly dining. The Wetumpka Sports Network is proud to be fed by Wharf Casual Seafood. Fawcett hustled over to second on that one, and Andre Hatcher going to come in and run for him. Yet again, Miller Lombardi up at the plate now, with 2 down and a runner in scoring position, and he will take strike 1 on the outside edge of the plate. The 0-1 to Lombardi, well upstairs that time, even up at 1. They did award the double there to Logan Fawcett, so a 2 for 3 night for Fawcett now. After the pop fly double, Andre Hatcher came into pinch run for him, and he's the man at second base. 2 down here, bottom of the 6th inning. They're going to try to pick off Hatcher here, but not in time, and Davis, the shortstop, lost it anyway. Now another 1-1 pitch outside, way out there. Roberts did a good job of blocking it, and kind of almost scooted under his glove there momentarily, but he was able to stick with it, and a 2-1 count to Lombardi, and that will keep Andre Hatcher at second base. 2-2 called strike, or 2-1 turns into a 2-2 called strike 2 on the outside edge of the plate, same way that Daughtry got that first strike call. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a runner on second. Swing and a miss for Lombardi. First strikeout of the game for Daughtry. And Beauregard will head to the top of the 7th. 3 outs left for him to score 4. Indians lead it 4-0. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
This is Beverly Wright. What I love most about real estate in Central Alabama is helping families find the right place to call home. It's not just about houses, it's about community and the memories you'll make there. If you're ready to start your journey, I'd love to help. Call me, Beverly Wright, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
Well, 3 outs left for the Beauregard Hornets to score 4, tie it up, or potentially take the lead. Owen Piles still on the mound for the Wetumpka Indians. But before we get there, Central Alabama Community College is building brighter futures right here at home. With affordable tuition, flexible programs, and campuses across the region, CACC helps students start strong and go far. Central Alabama Community College, central to you and central to your success. Leading us off here
leading off with the Hornets, number 22, Davis Fuller.
Davis Fuller going to get us going here. Serving as the right fielder tonight. Struck out looking in his first time up in the top of the 2nd inning. Picked up a single in the top of the 4th. Indians lead it 4-0 here, and we're ready to get this one underway. Piles collects and delivers outside, ball 1. The 1-0 from Piles is inside and called strike 1. Got Fuller confused there. He kind of stepped out of the way, thought it might hit him, but it was right over the heart of the plate. And 1-1 count here. The Indians just 3 outs away from getting out of here with a 5th consecutive win, but that one outside, 2-1. Upstairs for a 3-1 count now. Piles taking a little bit more time now, settling down. The 3-1 swung on and missed. Nothing but air that time for Davis Fuller. Payoff pitch from Piles. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Owen Piles. Starts the top of the 7th the same way he ended the bottom of the 6th. 2 Ks for him on the night.
Number 4, Carter Roberts.
Carter Roberts due up at the plate now, the catcher for the Beauregard Hornets, and reached on a walk and then was picked off. And the top of the 2nd inning, struck out in the bottom of the 4th, and breaking ball in there for a strike for Owen Piles to start us off. Upstairs for a 1-1 count now. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. On the east edge of the plate, outside to the righty, Carter Roberts, in a 1-2 count here as Beauregard down to their last 2 outs. Downstairs, good take there on the 1-2 pitch, makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a contact on that one, grounded right to Dickey at second base, and a good stretch from Nobles at first. Throw almost pulled him off the bag, and Hornets down to their last out here after the 4-3 ground out from Carter Roberts. Nicholas Lundis. Nicholas Lundis going to come up to the plate, left fielder here, who's been credited with a error. Almost had a second one in that Fawcett double. It was a pop-up. Piles will start us off with a strike on the outside edge of the plate. Ooh. Piles lost his grip on that one and caught Lundy straight on the back. And he will put a base runner on here with 2 down, but that'll bring up Hayden Jackson, the first baseman, who's still looking for his first hit in this game. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 4 consecutive first pitch strikes for Owen Piles to start us off here in the top of the 7th inning. In there for strike 2. Hornets down to their last strike. The 0-2 from Piles, swung on and missed. Indians take it 5 straight with a 4-2 win over the Beauregard Hornets. Great pitching from the Indians tonight, not allowing a single run to come across. It is just the second time all season that has been the case, and a great time to ride in to the Hoover tournament over spring break. Those will be a couple of games next week. We will unfortunately not be broadcasting those. Next time we will be on the air, it is Wetumpka softball against Pike Road on April 2nd. We will look forward to that one. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Recap everything that just happened in just a couple of moments. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Collier.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. Whether it's the legendary Ford F-150 built to tackle any job, the bold and capable Ford Bronco built for the trails, or the versatile Bronco Sport perfect for every road trip, Collier Ford has the right ride for you. Proudly serving the River region since 1952. We're here to keep you on the road.
Come on, come to Collier.
Hi, I'm Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. Helping families here in the River region is more than a job, it's personal. I take the time to listen, understand what you need, and fight to get you the best deal possible. Whether you're buying or selling in Central Alabama, let's work together to make it happen. I'm Kathy Thornton at RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, here to help you every step of the way.
This is the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome to the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show. I'm Mitch Petrie here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. Indians pick up their 5th consecutive win over the Beauregard Hornets, 4-0, and highlighted by starting pitching here tonight. Asher Nobles gets credited for the win, goes for 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, and 2 walks and 5 strikeouts to his name as well. Owen Piles comes in relief, only allows the 1 hit, 3 strikeouts for him, no walks, no runs as well. It was a great night for Indians on the mound. A couple of guys led the way at the plate. Logan Fawcett goes 2 for 3 with a double and a walk, a good showing for him. Bobo Browning also picked up a double and an RBI here tonight. Asher Nobles, in addition to his great pitching, goes 1 for 2, got a sacrifice fly, RBI, and a couple of guys else picked up a couple of bases. Miller Lombardi 2 for 4 at the plate tonight, and great showing for the Indians, riding a 5-game win streak into the Hoover tournament, where they will face off against a couple of really talented teams and a couple of 7A teams as well. They will play Tuscaloosa County at 4:30 on March 25th, and then they will follow that up with a tough Vestavia Hills team at 7 p.m. on the 25th. They'll play against Bearden and Munford on the 27th, and we will make sure to keep you posted. Stay tuned to all the Wetumpka Sports Network Facebook and Instagram pages. We will keep you covered on the front of everything happening over the course of spring break. Hope you all enjoy it, and for the last time tonight, Indians get the win. Black and gold on top, 5-game win streak with a 4-1 win over the Beauregard Hornets. Thanks to you all for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, and we'll see you next week.
This has been a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, home of the Wetumpka Indians. Presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Central Alabama Community College, and the City of Wetumpka. Sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health, and Baptist Ortho Now, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care. The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is a product of Radio Alabama Sports and Radio Alabama. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.